thing on the latex printers is a three-part proposition. The first is the printer itself. How does the printer work? And on the new latex, the 300 series, the printer does a lot more of the work than in the past. On the earlier generations of latex, the printer didn't do as much. It kind of sat there, and then the software, or what we colloquially call a RIP, did all the heavy lifting. And then the RIP would send this big complex file over to the printer, and the printer would do what it was told. In this generation of latex, the printer is a lot more sophisticated, and it takes on more important roles. Also, the link between the printer and the RIP is more complicated. It's more bidirectional, and it's constantly being adjusted and updated. They're being synchronized on a constant basis. And as a result, the software and the handshaking is more complex. But the RIP is still very important. The other aspect is the media types, all the different kinds of media you can print on, which you have to know something about. So it's the printer itself, the media, and then the RIP. Those are your three pieces that you have to know to print exceptionally. The printer, the RIP, and the media. We've gone over quite a bit of the media. We certainly have discussed a lot of the printer. I want to spend some time with the videos going over Onyx, Caldera, and SAI Flexi. Those are our primary partners in the United States. Now there are other RIPs, Wasatch, Ergosoft, Colorgate, even Fiery. But our primary focus is going to be on Onyx, Caldera, and Flexi. Currently I'm using Onyx quite a bit. And we have Onyx here, I have Onyx 12. So we're going to use Onyx to go over a lot of the key points that I want to mention. Flexi and Caldera do the same thing. They just do it in different places. You know, it's the same button, but it's just in a different location. All three RIPs have the same interaction with the printer. And for the most part, they work the same. And the printer, when it builds its own color work and everything, is handling almost all of that color work. It is simply sending one piece of it, the ICC profile, sort of lending it to the RIP. So the RIP has that embedded, and it can use it when it sends the file over. So I want to start with Onyx, go over some key things that I think are important to know about Onyx that people ask me about, particularly some confusion in the way Onyx communicates to the printer, and the way Onyx creates files, and the way Onyx sets up different resolutions, how to create Pantone color matching in Onyx, things like that. Now, Onyx is also a great resource for this, and if you have Onyx, don't hesitate to go to their website. They have a lot of videos. They have fantastic walkthroughs. They even have videos that are on our HP Knowledge Center. I mean, there's one on there, a couple with Brett Howell, who's a friend of mine. He's fantastic, and he goes over double-sided printing, for example, and how to sync the printer. Don't fail to watch those videos. They're excellent, and I'm not going to necessarily go over those videos because Brett already did a wonderful job of it, and I don't need to cover it. But I'm going to cover some of the things and how I set Onyx up, how we kind of like to set up workflows, how we prefer to set up our color work and our quick sets, which resolution do I print with? There's 3 of them up there and it's confusing. What are they for? Which one should I use? Those kind of things. So we're going to do a series of videos inside of Onyx, try to give you a bird's eye view on some core settings so you can be a little more successful with it, and we can explain through how Onyx works with our printers. Onyx knows Onyx, but Onyx doesn't know everything about how Onyx reacts with a 360, even though they have 360s. That's what we know the most about. So enjoy the Onyx series. We'll hopefully cover some key areas. As soon as we have a chance, we'll do the same thing for Caldera and Flexi. But if you have either of those and you know where the buttons are, the translation is kind of the same. It's just in a different location.